All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, coming with another message. Coming with another message. And what I'm doing, I'm videoing messages and uploading them by date. Okay. I didn't know I could do that. And I learned it about two or 3 weeks ago. And I said, oh, I like this. I could just video and then place it under the date I want it to fall. And it'll fall on the day and the hour and the minute and the second in which I have chose. Like for instance, I can take this video and drop it for Friday, you see, and put it in Friday's slot. So that's what I've been doing. I've been dropping the videos uh, uh, in the date in which I want the video to be on live. I'm not live, but on YouTube. So that's what I've been doing the last 2, 3 weeks, knowing how, and it helps out a great deal. It don't put so much pressure on me to do 2 videos a day. Why? Because I already got them in a slot. All I have to do is put them into the date and the hour. Isn't that neat? So I've learned to do that, and that's what I've been doing. This video, I'm going to drop it for tomorrow, okay? Because I ran out of videos. So when I run out, I have to make a lot of videos, put them in a slot, meaning the date that I want them to drop and the hour. So that's why I was able to drop videos in, but I had kind of gotten away from posting them. So I decided, let me post these videos up. The most important thing is I must stay busy in being about my Father's will. What is this telling me? A new update. Let me push that for later. And don't procrastinate on what the Spirit is saying to me, because today, you guys, the Spirit was saying so much to me and teaching me so much. I began to speak as I was teaching in the car. And the more I spoke, I realized I was learning as I was speaking in the car. And it was just me in there. Don't forget, I got the Ruach. So it's not just me, but He that's greater in me, sitting in the car in me. And I'm just talking and talking like I'm really teaching and preaching. And found out saying things I was like, I wouldn't even stop because it was just that good to me. I began to keep talking and I began to say if I had a recorder, if I had a pencil, I can write this stuff down. And as I decided to start doing more videos so I can put them up and they can fall in the day and the slot, I began to think about all that He was telling me in the car and couldn't even bring it into a oneness. Why? Because I'm so excited about bringing a message here to where I haven't really sat down and say, well, okay, let's kind of think about what I was talking about, because He was revealing a lot of things to me. And I hope as I go on, He will bring it back to my remembrance if it is His will. Okay. So I believe I'm going to title this message, They Are Playing a Hell of a Game. They are playing a hell of a game in this world today, especially in the United States of America. And I can't just say the United States of America, but on the four corners, there's a game being played. Just something just done to me. Okay. So I myself kind of feel kind of withdrawn because I'm starting to hear people speak the very thing that I have spoken. And what I mean by that, other nationalities, other males, other females are saying things that I'm like saying, oh, so you come into the truth of it. It's not saying that they come into the light. It's just that they come into the truth of things. You see? And I'm like, boy, it seems like everywhere you turn, somebody is coming to the truth of what has been hidden for so long. And I look at that and I think and I say, wow, that's a good thing, because it helps me out as far as how I feel about saying things that ain't nobody heard of, and you're feeding it at a table, and you know that people have not heard of it before. So it feels good to hear someone talk about it. And do they have it from 1 to 10? No, but they have enough to call. I can actually say that they're speaking some truth. And that's better than no truth at all. Because I feel like, hey, you out here. Those that are spirit and truth, we just out here. Because everybody else somewhere else speaking a lie and deception. And just to be out here and hear someone else speak some sort of truth, all I'm excited about, oh Father, you allowed them to know some truth. Even though I know it ain't the fullness, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that Yah has suffered it to be known or heard. Because if I hear it, that's just let me know that it was meant for me to hear. See, there's some out there that got somewhat of the truth. That yes, they do. I want to also cover something in this conversation about whites and blacks. When Sister Deborah talked about Europeans and Hebrew Israelites, I want to talk about that, so I put that down. But I want to start from where I really want to start. And the topic is they are playing a hell of a game. And this game is not a game that has not been prophesied. It's just really hard that they play in it. They playing in it like it's a game. But really it's a prophecy. They're too blind to know that it's only what Yah said that shall come to pass. See, they don't know that. They're thinking that, okay, we doing this, and their whole focus is on doing it their dark way. They ain't looking at it as something that, okay, this has been prophesied. See how Yah did that? See how he rumbled? See how he rumbled? He'll have those same wicked and evil people. Just like Satan played a partaker in deceiving the people to crucify the Messiah. He played as a partaker. Not even understanding that was the will of my Father. You ain't done nothing. That's how he redeemed us. See, but they thought they were doing something. People today have not, they so eager to say that, okay, the Hebrew Israelites, they betrayed the Messiah. They turned him in to be crucified. But who crucified him? People don't even understand the Roman Catholics. And who are the Roman Catholics? I'm just showing y'all how so many people get away with any and everything. Darkness get away with everything. But someone would say, you're bothering the Europeans because 99% are Catholics. So you're bothering the Europeans. I think people need to be careful with somebody like me speaking of different nations. Like when I say that how much trouble they in and they are deceiving the world and how wicked and evil and how they have a hateful what he say, the word, not what he say, but what it said, they have a heavy hate, you see? And when I say that, you should never put those shoes on your foot. Those shoes that Sister Deborah is speaking on is not the type of shoes you go pick up, because she said it, she talking this about us. She talking about the white people, or she talking about the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all, Yah is in tune with all nations. The kingdom gonna have all nations. But what we have to be in tune with is the truth. See, people are looking at the fact that Democratic and Republicans, who do that? The world. White and black, who do that? The world. But when Sister Deborah is talking, I'm talking righteous and unrighteous. I'm talking evil and good. You see, I'm not talking all the white people or this without y'all backing me up and landing me down. But when people, when somebody like me start to talk, people would think you're downing Europeans. They don't have no problem as long as you're down Hebrew Israelites. Like I've been telling you, cuckoo clocks. Oh, they don't have no problem with that. But they have a problem in their spirit. Like Cain had a problem. They have a problem in their spirit because now you stepping on our toes. As long as you step, we don't have no problem. But you stepping on our toes. These are people who will never be found in the body of Hamashiach. Even when I talk about the Hebrew Israelites, the tribe of Judah, anybody that goes up against the prophet of the Most High Yah, when she speak of nations and people, you're going up against the world. You're going up on the side of the world. You're not with the light. You're not a part of the body of Hamashiach. It's because in the body of Hamashiach, all y'all see is spirits. And these spirits are light. They're not white, black, Iran, China, Chinese, or Japan, Oriental, whatever. We are all alike. That's what Yah sees. He sees us as a spiritual light. All that other mess y'all want to lock into and portray, that's on you. So when I'm speaking as one in the body. And it don't matter what's on the outside of the body. If it's not in the body, it's not for the body. If it's not in the body, it's not a part of the most high Yah. Check. Because many people don't understand that. And it's not meant for them to understand it. But you got to leave them on the outside of the body. And if I'm in the body, understand whether I'm talking about Europeans or whether I'm talking about Hebrew Israelites. It doesn't matter. Because if they're not found in the body, then you ain't got no business putting on the same shoes that they wear. Because you're in the body. You're not a part of who they are. So you ain't got no business squeezing your feet into the shoes that they wear in the world. That's the problem with people. They can't seem to separate themselves from the world. Because they stuck on this here mindset that they have been hypnotized to believe this is a white and a black thing. But in Yah, he sees us by spirit. Because the white and the black goes to the grave, back to the dirt. Whether you're white or whether you're black, we go back to the grave. Only thing Yah sees is your spirit, and it is a light. Okay? You see, so therefore, when you hear me talking, know that it's okay for Sister Deborah to really expound on what's going on in the world. And again, you want to put your feet in them shoes, you go right ahead. Good luck with you. I ain't gonna say good luck, but good whatever for you. Because most likely it's gonna be that good that was next to evil. Okay? So I wanted to get that out regarding whites, which are the Europeans, and what they call black, which is the Hebrew Israelites. We are not Africans. We are not Ham. Okay? We're a Hebrew Israelite. Shem. I don't know why people insist on making us only one and no other. I don't know. I can't explain it. It ain't even worth explaining because my father explained a whole lot back in Genesis, and all of it was dropped right in chapter 1, verse 1. I mean, the first chapter. All that was dropped. It was dropped in second chapter and the third chapter. Everything was dropped. So you can't tell me nothing today. Okay. Now, I want to say this. I've heard and I've seen, and nowadays it's getting to that point where what you see and you don't know is if it really what you're seeing. So you have to make sure you do your, how would I say, viewpoint or view other news or whatever that shows the same thing, because they do a lot of hiding everything, and they do it really well. Like I told y'all with Charlie Kirk, if they were able to really get my video or heard it, it would, how would I say it? It would bring the house down. You know why? It answered all the questions on the left. It answered all the questions on the right. Candace Owens don't own nothing. She ain't got nothing together because she don't know who she want to blame. She works for the Jesuits, so she don't know which way she want to go. She don't know if she want to turn left or right. All she knows, she don't want to be looking like she's no other color but white. She want the Europeans to see her as being something like unto them. And she has no idea, baby. They don't have to look at you and see you and listen to you talk to make you think you in there with them. You will never, ever, ever be but what you are. But you's a stupid one. The main thing about her, she just sold herself out and she don't care. That's how the Jesuits are. They teaches Obama, they teaches all of them how to conduct themselves in this world. So when they're finished being trained, they put them out. And they wear a script. They know how to swag, walk the swag like Obama. You see how he walked? You see how nobody touched him during all the time he was elected? Nobody on no other country, nobody bothered him because he's a part of what you're going to see in the days to come. Okay? So when it come down to the Hebrew Israelites, same thing there. When Sister Deborah is talking about them, you run and put your foot in the shoes in which I'm speaking of, you go right ahead, help yourself. But I can guarantee you put them on because that's where you belong. Okay? You put them shoes on, it's because that's where you belong. On the other side, on the right side, is the body of Hamashiach. So you can go and put them shoes on the outside of the body because that's where you belong. So you ain't doing nothing but going where you belong. Doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay? Like Adam did. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Head over to the knowledge of good and evil. He took of whatever was there in the garden that had knowledge of evil and good. He took it first and foremost. And all them other lies about she, that's a lie from the pit of hell. Because even to today, the weak link was men always. That Satan used to deceive the whole world. They deceived the whole world. That they were ruler kings. They were the head of the household. They were this, they were this, they were this. And they stole the identity of woman so well till they became lovers of their own selves and turned the natural use. The natural is what she was created for, into that which is not natural. Sit down somewhere and stop acting a fool. Lying. People don't want to hear nothing but lies. Just to make it to the next day, I need to hear a lie so I can make it to tomorrow. Okay? So I want to talk about how in, I think it's LA, you see all these military trucks and men in military uniform in LA. Do you all see? Father, they don't see it, but I'm gonna go and rub it in, Father. Yeah, they're showing you point blank that they're gonna bring this country down from within. What I've been telling you all for years. Babylon falling has to fall from within, you guys. The moment that COVID, they got away with that. They got away with 9/11. They got away with 2008 taking the foreclosure homes. They got away with flu vaccines. They got away with COVID. Everything this system has done to make it mandatory, these people here in this country have signed on to it. That's it. They wouldn't have not one problem turning everything in this country into digital. Because the whole world in this country, 99.9 will sign to it. That's how gone these people are in this country. That's how gone they are. They always been like that. Y'all just put them on high pedestals thinking they was all that and some and didn't realize, no, you about to find out. They ain't never been nothing. That's why they had to kill, steal, and destroy and belittle other people so that they can stay on the level they thought that they were going to remain on. But y'all finna make the tail the head and the head the tail. Hello. Okay? They going to see the tail being the head all the way to the end. See? That's something they don't want to even hear. Because there's so much truth and power behind it, and they know it. So they sending these military tanks and all these military men waiting for war, battling. What country of people that has a straight head would allow their country to bring in military force on the people in the country? Europeans. Because they really believe it's a race thing. Oh no, they just doing it for the black people because they acting a fool. They doing it. No, baby, they doing it for you. What you allow them to start is what you're going to see. The outcome. It's going to be off the chain. They tell you the reason why they doing it, but that's not the real reason. They're bringing, and I hate keep saying this, but the Most High has blessed me with a lane. And in that lane, you might hear me saying things. I've said it over and over and over, but it doesn't matter. Keep saying it over and over and over and over because, Deborah, all it is truth. These people don't hold on to no truth. They could care less about truth, but don't mean you should stop speaking truth. And if you have to speak it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, speak that truth and let them get somewhere and sit down so they can play in the clown and in the circus. So the truth of the matter is, Babylon is the United Snakes of America, and it's coming down from within. Their whole system, their government is being controlled by the four corners of elites, the billionaires. They are very fully aware that they are the ones that has to work very hard at the table, keeping the plan, and that it go in the order from what they've been doing for years and how they will bring this country down. Many people wouldn't have paid any attention to the fact that this country have been in debt for so long, trillions and trillions of dollar debt. That should have gave these people here in this country, that should have turned the light bulb on. How can a country be the number one country and the most powerful country, but they the only country in that type of debt? The country never was. what the people thought. They were fully deceived by the seat of Satan and his residence here in this country. His synagogues are here. So not only is Yah coming for the country, for the sins of the people, he's coming for Satan's territory, his seat, his synagogue, which the people have served. And right today, still yet smiling, because they serve Satan. They smiling at it. They don't see nothing wrong with it. So what had happened? They bring you down from the inside out. Why? My Father has a will. He's about what he say, and he say what he's about. But what he say is the word and not words. So the reason why they are not taking it, the people. Now the elites, oh, they know darn well he bringing them down. And that's why they have no problem participating. And guess where they going to run? Away from this country. They going to help support bringing Babylon down. But they going to escape. Yes, they are. Because they are fully aware that Babylon must come down. Many people did not know that Babylon had already fallen. That's why Babylon started going after their citizens. They start taking their homes. They start, what was it, 9/11, talking about this ISIS is coming on American land, and they doing this. That was United States doing it to themselves, y'all. All the time. But what happened that the Europeans that's in this country, that is the majority, y'all gonna bring them down too. Because they participate in it with a hearty smile and a hearty heart. But guess what? They gonna be left right here. He ain't gonna let them escape. He's not gonna let them escape. People in this country don't understand why the wealthy is making sure that this country fall. Because everything this country has, they have already taken. They have taken your money throughout the years, and they still taking your money. They robbing you right dead in your face, sitting here telling you the lie, and you're eating it up like it's the truth. Only way they gonna understand it like the days of Noah, like the days of Lot, when that fire started coming down from the earth, from the heavens to the earth, all over Sodom and Gomorrah. And when the water, the rain never ceased and the water started to rise. So they're waiting for the full bang before they open up. Shall they open up and see? Shall their eyes open? For sure, for sure. Their eyes gonna be open wide to see the level of their wickedness. It's gonna go down dead. Babies, women, children, sons, daughters, mother, father, military, police. The whole idea is he went to get all the generals and the colonels into a meeting. It was all about bringing them into a oneness so they too may be destroyed in the land of the United States of America. They are planning everything in this country to war against themselves. From the Marines, the Air Force, none of them will make it out of this country. Father, where are we going with this? This is getting deep. They They won't make it out. Why? They're going to send them in to destroy the people. Kingdom against kingdom. It's like the Navy fighting against the Army. The Air Force fighting against the Navy and the Army. That's kingdom against kingdom. In case y'all didn't know that. People against people. Race against race. National. One race against another race. Kingdom is levels of policemen fighting different police departments. Police fighting the citizen fighting the police. These are kingdoms, y'all. Kingdoms where? Right in the center of this country. They started it already. When they had that meeting for them generals and them colonels, it wasn't to take them home somewhere out of here, y'all. It's to make sure they're in the center of the chaos. The plan is like no man alive. The elites has assigned and wrote it off. The completion of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 must be that all life ends inside America with no help on the outside. And they already did it. They did an excellent job. They took the foreclosure homes. They did 9/11 with a whole bunch of things they have done to this country. And this country still grinning. You the greatest fool on the face of the earth. How about that? That's what I'm going to title it. Not Great America, but the greatest fools in the United States of America. That's what I'm going to title it. You the greatest fool. And it's going to show. It's going to go down in history because it's not going to end. We got a lot of like 1,000 years. It ain't going to end. But every last one of them that is with the elites, they too shall escape out of here. They too shall escape. But they're going to make sure that they bring this country down. I sit back and I say, Father, yeah, how could no one see that Trump just set this country up? Told you tariff, whatever they call it, tariff, it's been put on China and Mexico and Canada. You don't hear China saying this about it. Why? It was a setup. The only way they could raise your money and raise your food, raise your clothing, everything, your electric, your gas, your water bill, the rent, your mortgage. The only way they can do that, your health care. Only way we can do that. We got to make them look like it's them on the outside doing it. Because we putting it on them. Use a fool. Use a fool. You're going to live a fool. And you're going to die a fool. Because you try to make my father a fool and you couldn't. And it backfired on y'all tails. Use the fool. After they call themselves telling these stupid people in this country they're going to raise up the taxes on these other places, they turned around and didn't really do it. They just told your stupid tail so they can raise everything in this country. And guess what? People are raising it even higher. The people are participating in it all. Everybody is raising everything. And it's not even a limit no more. Did y'all see that? You see the ignorance of the people in this country? They have no idea. They ain't even put a stop or mark, or they can raise it as high as they want because you bought into it. I seen a billboard says, if tariff, which is the taxes, I'm not pronouncing it right. If tariffs exist, it affect us as well. Letting you know that it's okay for them to raise mortgage, rent, heat bill, electric bill, gas bill, water bill, sewer bill. You guys, food, clothing, everything in this country went sky high. And all they needed to tell y'all stupid tales is they put the charge on someone else just so they can raise it on you. And then after they raised it here and it's still going up, no more about it. You don't hear nothing else about it because it was a lie, y'all. These are the dumbest people. The United States are the dumbest people that ever exist on the face of the earth. Because other countries, when they start to experience, they go out, they march, they picket against it. They fight against it. This country's too stupid to fight. You know why? They got to go down. Revelation 18. Babylon has fallen. You can set it up any way you want it to make it look like you got something and you going somewhere and you all this and you ready. Baby, ain't nothing on this earth. Let me say that and make it clear. Ain't nothing on this earth, not even Sister Deborah, is ready for the prophecies that's before us. You're stupid if you think you are. Nobody's ready for it. So you standing your stupid tails around being the dumbest people on the earth, thinking that the military is coming to tamper with the black people. Stupid Americans. United Snakes. They coming to kill all you snakes. You united. And they coming to take your tail. And they going to use your own military in your own country to take your own people out. That's kingdom against kingdom. Matthew's chapter 6 and 7. Yes, 24. Matthew's 24, 6. Let me see, 6 and 7, or is it 7? Yes. Kingdom against kingdom. Nation against nation. They ain't talking about in other countries. They talking about right here. Why are they over in everybody war, fighting everybody war, or portraying to the people in this dumb country full of dumb people, the dumbest people in the world, and they got your mind focusing on Ukraine, Russia, China, Israel, Iran. They got y'all dumb self focused on that when the real war is here and you can't even see it. Where is the military at? Chicago, Los Angeles, Washington. And you running around here thinking the war is somewhere else because they told you it is. What the people in those countries has done and it are continued to do is exactly what the the United Snakes system and leaders are doing to you. What are they doing? They destroying you from the inside. The worst time to be destroyed and the worst way one can be destroyed is from the inside. Let's give an example. If I'm in a household and I got 3 kids and I got a husband, to destroy that unity, it would be from the inside. And to destroy that unity of that house, that husband, that wife, that those 3 children, 3 sons and a daughter, you would have to destroy all 5. United Snakes has that plan. But it's not the plan just from the United Snakes. It's the elites on the 4 corners who rule and call all shots, whether you have Democratic or Republican. Stupid, dumb people. Stupid, dumb people. Republicans and Democrats are the same. The elites in the 4 corners who rule this country if it's going to be Republican or Democratic. You see how dumb the people been all these years thinking they vote count? Use off. And what is the country doing? We waiting for next voting season for Republicans and Democrats. I'm going to not vote for Republicans. I'm not voting for him next. You stupid, stupid people. It doesn't matter who they get in there. They work for the elites. They are the clowns, the puppets. The power that Yah has allowed to be on the four corners to rule. And he's sitting here, people sitting here wondering why United Snakes? Because it had Satan seated in New York. The United States of America belongs to Satan. That's his resident. His seat is here. His synagogue is here. Many people think Israel over there, them fake Jews, but that's their home base. But guess what? They ruled from the United States in New York, in Chicago, in other places. That's where they ruled from. So what are they doing? They trying to get another area. They trying to get right there at Gaza. They trying to get another area to get far. You know what? And I sit and say, who in the rest behind will go way on the edge of that ocean like that and get that land right there? You know why? Let me tell you why. The ones that's in New York, they rule every state in this country from New York. Oh yeah, y'all didn't know they did you. They ruled the Supreme Court. They ruled the court system. They rule the system. They rule the law. They rule the police department. They rule it all, y'all. I sat and saw it work years ago. When you go into a court, if you get a Jew, you won. Attorney. And no other attorney really goes up against him. Because they know they automatically win, no matter how wrong they are. They don't even have to prove themselves. They Jew. I sat and watched them run the judge in the court. The judge allowed the Jews to run their seat. You stupid clowns. You're wondering why Israel got a hold on United Snakes. Fools, they are United Snakes. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. They are the worshipers of the synagogue of Satan. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 9. They are the worshipers of the synagogue of Satan. And if Satan's seat is in the United States of America, for that is where he resides, heavily, meaning the wicked and evil on the face of the earth is not as greater nowhere as it is in this country. This is why this country got a heavy level of racist hate. And it's so rooted in them, it's perpetual hate. They can't even shake it. They can't pay for it to come out. They can't smile it out. They can't treat you better. It's nothing they can do. It's in them. It's rooted in him before the foundation of the world. Stupid people in this country. You don't understand. You can't sit and tell somebody, oh, over there in Israel, they ruling America. Just stupid people. They own America. Stupid. All these churches been giving them all the fun. They wasn't the true Jews. And the fools who say they the true Jews still too dumb to realize it. People, they gone. So we the military coming up and the military trucks pulling up and they ready to battle. Donald Trump sending to Los Angeles. They've been in Chicago. You all that's telling you stupid people. They bringing your country down. You thinking it's about them going out there messing with the immigrants and the black people. You stupid, dumb Europeans. That's how dumb you are. And it's going to be like the days of Noah when this country realized that it has fallen. It's going to be like that. Yep, you're going to lose your babies. You're going to lose your mother, your father, your wife, your kids, your son. You're going to lose them all. You want to be so smart, huh? So you can got your degree. You so smart, you're dumb. And I think one of the position of how dumb and stupid they are, they never figured out that it's never been a such thing as Republicans and Democrats. It never been a battle of who was going to be president. The elites who rules the four corners had already at the table and called the shots. Everybody buckle up, you ready. You either go in there and fight the battle they give you to fight, or you in right then and there. So even when I look at Donald Trump, he's a sad puppet. Someone told me yesterday that he said that he knows he's not going to heaven. No, because you know you'd have done the dirt for the elites. And you know they serve Satan. You know they serve Satan. So you know you ain't got no place nowhere but in hell. And you calling it out while you living. And stupid people running around here still want to make him an angel from the kingdom. I want to get, so when you see these tanks and you see this American military out, the Europeans really thought it was about the black people and the immigrants. They have no idea. You better try to hold on and grip every black person you can. You better hold on and try to log on and like and follow and give to every black person on the face of this United States of America. Just don't get wrapped up into them Africans, but you better hold on to any and try to love on them and give. You better do everything you can, because you all think that America is coming down and it starts with the immigrants and the black. No, baby, it's coming for you Europeans. Why would y'all want to bring down this country for the minority? Because of the minority. He's coming for the majority. And your own race is coming for you. See, they thinking they're coming for the blacks and the immigrants. And then I get off making a video the other day, and I'm laying in the bed, and this one speaker, he was talking, I don't know where he was from, but he was a speaker somewhere, and he said the people really don't get it. They destroying the middle class. They're taking them out. And I'm sitting here saying, see that? That's true. See, we walk behind y'all. So he'll turn this, put his hand this way, you can see which way to go. He said, go this way, you see which way to go. He said this way, then you know which way to go. When he said back it up, you know which way to go. That's how y'all rumble. But you got to stay at a distance so you can see his every move. You thinking you know every darn thing. You all up on him. You ain't going to get nothing. Because you're trying to know him, not letting him tell you which way to go, which way to go. No, you want to be up on him like you know it all. You don't know him like that. Okay? So what happens is when they see these military, it's over. This country is falling. This country is not falling because they send the immigrants back. This country is not falling because black people or melanated people or the Israelites don't want to work. This falling is falling because y'all said, I'm bringing it down. Do they not get it? Why is it the wicked of the wicked of the wicked of the wicked of the wicked, which are billionaires and billionaires? Why do they know that? And the dumb people in this country, talking about great old America, too ignorant to know it, have the audacity. It should not be not one flag hanging up in this country. Not one flag should be hanging up in this country. The military, they know is something going on, but they holding on to that dollar. They holding on to great old America gonna get better. They don't understand that America putting them on the front line. You know how David had that man put on the front line? America is putting the police department on the front line. Don't y'all see how them police are dying now? Ain't nobody taking their crap no more. They taking them out. You see? They are taking them out by numbers. Oh, they ain't gonna let you know it all, but they have been. They've been putting it on here so you can see it. Same thing with the military, the FBI. They, when it says, let me get that. Let me get that. My daughter was married to her husband, and this is a little Bible he bought me. I think I showed it to you all. He bought me this little Bible, and I hold dear to it because he bought it for me. Okay. Let me go to Matthew's here. And he's such a beautiful person. He really was, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Give a wretch behind what nobody say. He's a beautiful person. 24 and verse 7. In Matthew's 24 verse 7, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It's like the police department is fighting against the FBI. The FBI is fighting with the CIA. The Marines are fighting the police. And the Navy is fighting the Army. That's the way they're going to bring it down. So when you see them bringing it into the citizens, after a while, the state's police department is going to be hit. They're going to lose their jobs because now you got the military out there. And they're going to fight back. Everybody is going to want to fight back because America must come. What is it people don't get? I can imagine Noah. I'm sure that brother stopped every word out of his mouth coming to them people. Because I sit here and tell y'all, if this platform wasn't here, I most likely wouldn't be here either. I'll be in a corner somewhere, praising and glorifying and edifying my Father all the way to the end. Because sitting here and dealing with people, it ain't worth it. You started telling them exactly it's been the end, and they sitting here saying, "Oh no, it's gonna be great." Honey, ain't nothing you got gonna save you from what you gonna get. When he said he gonna bring America down, he mean that. One thing I can say, if you are a European, your best bet is to hold on to the first and only blacks, and I'm not talking about the Africans, people who are born in this country. You better hold on firm to them. Get to know them. Get to befriend them. Get to know who they are. Why? Because those are the one he taking out. Those would be the one that he's taking out. I couldn't see somebody supporting me and not getting out of here when y'all come. Say, for instance, if I don't go. Anybody that has supported me, you going. You going. It's no way he's going to leave you here. If you here, it's no way he's going to leave you here. If he come and I'm not here, I don't mind being not here. Because it's about the lane he allowed me to run in. And in that process, he allowed me to see everything the way everything is going. You remember Martin Luther King? He said he had a dream. What part of that y'all don't understand? He's a typical man who said he had a dream. And the dream was actually telling you, I'm not going to make it. That means I'm going to be what? Now, he ain't gave me that. But I'm saying the same thing. I might not be with you when you go over, but if I ain't, I see you on the other side. And I guarantee you, you might not know me, and I might not know you. We going to know each other, but we ain't going to act like, hey, oh, this is Sister Deborah, and this is Sister. No. But we're going to know each other. You see what I'm saying? But I would say to anybody, and those who have faithfully supported Sister Deborah, let me tell y'all, if you think that he will leave you behind after you have supported what he sent down here, It can't be done. And it won't be done. He won't. He won't. I could never see that. I could never. And if you never send another dime, you sent more than enough. But those who got this mind, oh, I did it a year ago, 2 years, and I know I'm going because I did. No. He don't pay no attention to that. He don't pay no attention to that because that's a sick mind. I know that for a fact because he said it's a heart you got to have. You got to have the right heart when you do stuff like that. So I've spoken 4 years ago about the dream that I had, and then I had another dream at the house I was just at. So that was like 3 years. So in 1 year, 4 years ago, I had one dream, and then 3 years I had another dream. I ain't saying it's been, so it had to be within that 7 years on YouTube. But I gave those and told y'all the same military tanks that I see now that's out are the same military tanks that tried to knock my front door down in the dream. And they could not. And the Yah was telling me it's going to be okay. They're not going to get in. And it was so powerful for me because it felt, have you ever had that dream that seemed like it was so real? And what was so amazing in the dream, them big old tanks, I looked through the little hole and saw them big old tanks. After they realized they couldn't get in, they pulled on away. But it was one vision, one dream, where they was trying to knock the door down. And they was trying so hard. They even had this tank that had this big old square pole on it. And it comes in and knock you, come towards your door and knock it in. Couldn't get in. Both times they couldn't get in. That's a message to me. Even though it took place years ago, it sends me a message today. Something to hold on to. It's not something that was placed to just make me think then or give a good message about that then. No, it's about what's happening today. And as I see them tanks, I said, people, this ain't about what y'all think. It ain't about Europeans, your stupid tails. It's not, yeah, I'm saying it right. I'm saying it right. It's not about what you think it is. Oh, they coming to take out the black people or the immigrants. No, baby, they coming for you. Because when they come after us, y'all coming. See, that's how stupid they are. He already told them he taking his up out of here. What part of that y'all don't understand? So if he's taking us out of here, then who's that leaving you? What is that leaving you? What is that leaving you? Or have you figured it out? If it's prophesied that he coming for a people, then when he take those people, then what do that mean for you? To fulfill what was prophesied. See, you would think I'm bothering you. You would think I'm calling you stupid and calling you dumb. You would think those words are the best words for the rest of your life. Because you've been thinking you high horse and nothing can touch you. You all power. You white, you right. In this situation, you're going down big time. This is what the elites knows. So that if they know that already, what is that saying? They're not coming after Israel and Judah. They will use it for you to think it. Oh, we're going to make America great again. And the Europeans, oh, we're going to be great again. We're going to bring them back to slavery. They're going to have to work and we're going to be able to lynch them and kill them. And they had no idea why this country okayed guns in their presence. Everybody can carry a gun. Everybody can have as many guns as they want. They had no idea where everybody can smoke a weed now. They put biochemicals in it. So you see what kind of war they're going to have within this country? Because that stuff is so strong, it is even interfering with people who don't even smoke it. Because when they created it, it was for anybody around the people that's doing it is going to be affected. Okay? And they're going to be even addicted to where they don't want to try it. That's how strong they made it. So that's the sort of stuff that's going to be going on here in Great Old America. So when I, as a prophetess in the wilderness, call it the United Snake, your tail finna get snake up and your tail finna get snake down. Say something if you want. Another part that I see from the level of the wilderness is the military that's actually going on. I see that. But from the wilderness, it gives me a clearer picture. And that's why I'm able to sit and tell what I'm seeing as far as telling you what they really come to do. Okay. And another one is the Supreme Court is along with the elites on the four corners. The Supreme Court is ran by the elites that rules the country. Okay. On the four corners. They are ran by them. Now, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. The elites is not American people. You see what I'm saying? The elites are those that's in Iran. Okay? In Israel. Okay? In Switzerland. Different places. Those are where the elites are at. They don't really look at the people here as elites. They are just the puppets. You see how stupid y'all are? The people in this country ain't nothing that rules the system here and control the system. And are they leader, Donald Trump? They are puppets to get you where they're finna take you. The elites finna take you as a country and as a people. So while you saying great old America, y'all finna show you how great America going to fall. Okay? The Supreme Court is in on everything that is they're doing. The Supreme Court should have been stopped. The military going into Chicago, going into LA. Negroes that's already gone, they already gone. I'm glad they went to Chicago. I'm glad they went to LA. Let me tell you something, baby. They don't need all that to go into there. They just had to do what is righteous. That's all you needed to do. You needed to go into Chicago, go in it righteous. You needed to go into LA, go in it righteous. And I bet you anything they could have cleared it up. But because they so evil at the highest level of evilness, they don't go in right. They go in unrighteous, wicked and evil. They do the things that kill, steal, and destroy and marvel off of it. Hide it from the media. Don't tell these Europeans how ugly Europeans really are, even though they know they ugly, but they, as long as somebody keep telling them, you are all that, you white, you right, they into that. They really believe that. So the Supreme Court is also the puppets of the billionaires. And I want to explain something to y'all. The billionaires are also coming from Iran. So all that clown show about Israel fighting Iran, Israel doing all this. Go look at see what Israel is. A pin needle. How are you able to fight everybody? It's a show, y'all. It's a clown show. It's a circus. And everybody in this dumb country and the people in this country, they fell for it. They are just as dumb can be. It's a clown show. But they are killing off the Palestinians. China don't have to kill off. They already killed off enough. They don't have to eliminate their population. They've done a lot. More than half. See, United Snakes, I know a lot of y'all don't believe it. Millions. I would say at least 50 million people in this country has died from COVID. And I'm not talking about the sickness. I'm talking about the shot. But because the country is loaded from one end of the country to the next, to the four corners of the dumbest people. They are the dumbest people. And then you come in the center, they ain't got sense at all. They ain't got sense to even know that they done. That's how they did it. That's how they did it. The corners represents California, Florida, New York, and whoever else is on that other corner. All of them. You can say Texas too. They are the clowns that should have figured these things out. But because the power punches, the senators, the governors, and all of them who are supporting the puppets, they all in on it. All of them are in on it. And why are many of them moving out to the military base? Why? Because they're getting ready to bring America down. And America too stupid to see it. You see? They're too stupid. And I'm going to tell you, you all. You're so stupid, you can't see that they cannot destroy Israel. Not Israel, Judah. Y'all coming for Judah, stupid people. So who is that going to leave you? What is it going to leave you? Who do you think they're going to be in here fighting? Who do you think they're going to be a war against, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom? Who is it going to be? All them guns they let y'all have? All them not having a license? Not being registered? Everybody is stacking guns thinking they're going to shoot their way out. No, baby, you shooting yourself 6 foot under because you're going to be killing each other. You ain't going to have the blacks to kill. That's how stupid and dumb they are. They don't realize that the elites know they destroying you, white people. They know that's really who they're coming after. But they would love for you to take out any of Judah before y'all come. Oh, they'll love you to do it, and you so stupid. You're doing it. You sold out your kids, your mom, your granddaddy, your husband, your wife. So the Supreme Court is also the puppet that helps Donald Trump now bring America down. Okay, in this country, the healthcare system. Donald Trump is talking about the healthcare system when the whole fight is going on about how they trying to get rid of the healthcare system, the Obama healthcare system, and the healthcare system, period. I end up connecting with a healthcare system. It was so horrible, you guys. It was so horrible. It's like you paying straight out of your pocket. That's just how horrible it is. The healthcare system Donald Trump has announced yesterday, twice today, yesterday, and all last week. He's going to put the money in the people's pockets. Father, yeah. There's no way you can make this no clearer than what it is. Father, it is no reason to make it any clearer than what it is. It's so plainly seen. They messing with everything the people in this country needs. And people still running around talking about making America great, you stupid fools. He's finna take on the healthcare system. Watch how dumb this sounds. The whole idea is to instead of having healthcare system, we'll just give them the money and they pay their own doctors. How foolish does that sound? You know what that sound like? That sound like a mental retarded person who cannot function. Anytime a president can say that, the whole United States should have snapped into it. The people should have been in it. What? Give us the money so that you can't give the money to pay for healthcare systems. He's saying he's going to take the healthcare system out and give people money to pay by money to the doctors, the dentists, and all the healthcare. that you need. He's giving you money to do that. He got these fools telling them he's gonna give them a $200, $2,000 stimulus. Easily, that man been lying to y'all, and y'all easily stupid to believe him. How can you pay cash for a healthcare system? How dumb can you be not seeing what he doing? How can he give you the money to pay for it when he finna put everything in digital? They finna do away with money. So how are you gonna be able to go if you got to get your annual? How are you gonna be able to go to a doctor and say, here, I want to pay for it? They're gonna be controlling your everything. See, stupid people? You see how stupid what he's saying is so unwrong and it don't make sense. But what will make people praise him and not come together against him? Because when you come against Donald Trump, you're coming against the plan of those who are billionaires who setting y'all stupid dumb tail up. That's what you interfere. Now, can you stop them? No, because y'all gonna bring them down with them or without them. But you can slow them down. But guess what? Bad news, y'all. It's too late. They have done so much wrong in this country. From taking your homes, your foreclosure homes, from bringing the Twin Tower, bringing the bombs into the Pentagon. They done so much in the face of the American people. And the American people still holding their flag. Granted. You see how foolish? If you don't see the dumb spirit that's on them, you don't see the wicked and perpetual hate that's on the minds of these people. That's what's keeping them from seeing everything. Because it's a moment where he got prepared. When they going to wake up and they going to see where they at. But right now, they can't see where they at. And I say that about a lot of people. They can't see where they at. Oh yeah, but you will when it's too late. Okay, so the healthcare system, Donald Trump is saying that he's going to cut the healthcare system. Is he going to do it? Yes, because that's a part of bringing America down. Pharmaceutical, a part of bringing America down. Okay, pharmaceutical. But they ain't going to do that until last because that helped kill off the people too. But they're going to bring the healthcare. So no matter what illness or sickness you got, you're not going to be able to be taken care of. America has fallen. And your stupid dumb tail can't see. And he said he's going to give the people the money so they can pay for it. Stop lying. You trying to turn everything into crypto or into gold and silver. And you sit here saying the bank is no longer going to be currency. So how are they going to pay it? Why ain't people seeing how clearly stupid that sound? People should be not even going to bed. People shouldn't even go to their jobs to slow this thing down. But when it's time for it to just be in full force, it ain't nothing going to stand in the way. Right now, it's over. They can slow it down, but they ain't going to because they think it's about white and black. We got to save our white land, our country. And you're going down with your white country. Okay? Evil is a business. Okay? I want you to know that. Evil is a business. And this country is ran on business that is evil. And it has been for a mighty long years. Evil is business. And a lot of you all really believe and think that what you have is because you inherit it. It was due to you. You worked so hard. You got a degree. You got this. No. A lot of people don't even understand. You received your blessing already. You received it on the earth. You ain't got nothing coming. Come to kingdom. That's if you make it there. Because people That is one of the number one reason. The number one reason why people were not moved by Sodom and Gomorrah. They were not moved by the day of Noah. Because they thought what they had, what they got, surely nothing can come up against it. And within them days, that rain came and destroyed it all. So when you heard me say, you think you got a house now, or houses and property, and you got a school, you got a store, you got, no matter what you got, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is not the time to think that you in cover. You under the tent. You under the umbrella. Ain't nothing going on. I got this and this. Y'all ain't concerned about what you think you have, or what you think you have that somebody else don't have. And because the greed of your heart and your self-centered has a great deal to do with pride. Nobody is going to be able to worship and can worship the Most High Yah with all that on their back. Okay? So the healthcare system, he's going to snatch that. Because to me, when I say that America is going to be destroyed from the inside, these are all the heavy hitters situation that they got to snatch. So when I'm saying they're going to take the home, y'all, they got to. They did it in 2008. They took all them people, millions of homes across the board, across this whole country from people. People just woke up one morning and the system said that we taking houses, and they did it. And it had no problem. People didn't have no problem giving up their houses. Just figure the system said it, so they must be right. No, they robbed your tail. And it's been going on since 2004. Babylon been falling since then. No, you didn't see 9/11. Nobody sees none of the things that's actually took place that plays a role in it. Oh no, they don't see it. Because they just think this great old America. They don't even understand Babylon been falling for quite a long time. Why do you think they never got out of the $1 trillion debt? How can you owe $1 trillion when you can make $1 trillion from your machine? See, stupid people. You see how stupid and dumb you are? They can make $1 trillion and pay off their debt. So if you can turn around and give Australia, whoever that place, $50 billion, how you going to give it to them? Because they got y'all food. They're not giving people nothing. They just giving them everything that they have because they know that's where they're going to end up, where they're residing. They putting away everything in other countries so they can be able to go to and fro to these countries that they loaded up with money. You think they're over in Gaza killing them Palestinians? When I say, y'all, it ain't a war, that's not a war. That's murder. Israel over there murdering them people. And United States send American men over there to help them murder them. And y'all send y'all dumb tails over here. That's good. That's why when y'all come snap your tail, let's see if you're going to support your kids, your wife, your husband. That's why all this family stuff is dying. They killing each other like crazy. Because people got the wrong everything. They killing them people over there. And America sitting here saying, that's okay. So you see how the tail got to swing to America because they've been the head of wicked and evil. Now they're going to be the tail of wicked and evil. You can't win. You're not on the winning team. If you were the head of wicked and evil, now you're going to be the tail of wicked and evil. You no winner. You gone. Okay? So evil is a business. Okay? Many of you all didn't know that. But evil is a business. Okay? I want to tell you about Iran. Iran plays one of the heavy hitters of the elites who rule the world. Iran plays a big role in it. Oh, a heavy hitter. Mm-hmm. They even played a role in Atlanta's slave trade. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're a partaker. They got that power like no other. Y'all think they don't, but they do. Iran is a snake in the grass to any and every country in this world. Iran. Iran is a heavy hitter, y'all. When I look at Obama, I look at him being maybe Port Africa, but either he's Port Africa and Port Iran. That's what I think. Or somewhere in Iran, somewhere that's what I think. When I heard about the two witnesses, I realized the two witnesses wasn't even in the United States. Check it out. They're not in the United States of America. Why wouldn't they be in America? Since it's the worst of the worst in Satan's territory. Why? Because y'all fail to realize the heavy hitters in the world on the four corners rule the people in this country. Satan's synagogue is in this country. Those that worship in Satan's synagogue is the Roman Catholics and the Jesuits and which is the Jews, the fake Jews. They know that their synagogue rests in the United States of America. And they know that the Father is bringing this country down for those very reasons. But does it mean they end? Mm-mm. That don't mean it's the end for them, y'all. I don't know why people don't know that. It's not meant, Deborah. It's not meant. All them heavy hitters, they're going to be still living. And those that takes their seat after them, they ain't going to be still living. They got it all wrong. That's why those two witnesses ain't coming from the level of the United States of America. They coming from another country. That's where they're going to be. So, the last thing I want to talk about is I don't agree. I do not agree with people crucifying Paul. Paul, I believe, was crucified once. We in the midnight hour, 2025, how dare the wicked of this day try to crucify him all over? Why? Why today? All is wicked and evil on this earth. The judgment of Yah is on the earth. The wrath of Yah is on the earth. The fire of Yah is on the earth. Lawlessness is on the earth. Evil and wicked is at its highest on the earth. Satan is getting his last end on the earth. But people rather go back and crucify Paul all over again. Now, Paul's name is the name we have to search for in Hebrew. I don't even know what I did with my phone. We cannot, let me see if I could see that. We cannot take on We cannot take on Paul today and crucify him. First and foremost, I, Sister Deborah, is a prophetess in the wilderness. I am a servant of the Most High Yah. Me saying that is not for you to believe me. It's for me to believe me, myself. Because he didn't give you me. He gave himself in me. So why would he be caught up if you believe me when he placed his own self in me? So he that is in me is greater than he that's on the outside of me who might not believe in me. Because it don't matter whether you believe who he sent down or not. As long as I know who is greater in me and my mission itself, my purpose. Having a purpose gives you something that many don't have. When you realize that, hey, I serve this great big creator and he all that, he's A to Z, and you stand on it from age 4 into this day. Truly, he have created a lane for me to run in. And in that lane is where I can get comfort, assurance. I can get what I need in that lane. All I need to do is stay in. So I don't need to come outside the lane to make sure you get what I'm saying. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. Heaven should have made you understand it before you got your butts down here. How about that? How about that? Because all it took was Christ to come in you, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. And it activated what he called you to do. 99.9 don't want to do anything because they haven't been called. How do they be called? You can't be called to do nothing if greater is he is in you, ain't in you, than he that is in the world. See, he has to be greater in you, not you being all great on the outside. And hey, I just know I got him, man. You's a fool. You're gonna live a fool and you're gonna die a fool. That's what he meant when he said in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, my people, they perish. You think perish sound better than fools? Perish can't come to fool. I'd rather have fool than to have perish. But he don't have no problem allowing them to say, my people perish. Do you think it's the perish of the flesh? No, it's the perish of the spirit. You think it's the perish of the flesh? No, it's the perish of the spirit. Eternal lake of fire. Because they what? Reject. And I'm going to reject them. He letting you know, people, the way I was in Hosea, I stand that way today. So you run around here and look at Sister Deborah all cockeyed. But I guarantee you one thing, if I don't make it to the other side, I can guarantee you this, that I'm not worried about it as long as I've done what he has called me to do. And I stood in it, in the lane in which he prepared for me. He given me too much to make me live this day to see all this wicked and evil and to call it what it is with the fullness of his sort of boldness and not be ashamed. There were times when I was young, I used to say, I wish you can just change the way I speak and how I speak. Until he told me no. It come in handy. How about that? It come in handy. Why would he be with me from 4 to now and want me to buckle up to you? The way you want to hear it, the way you want to feel it, the way you want to think it, the way you want to live it. Kick rocks and get out of here. Sit down. So, I don't like the idea of how they did Paul. Because when I see Paul, I just see myself. Paul had went through a lot of things. I don't remember ever in my life denying the Most High Yah. But Paul did. He was against the people that serve Yah. I wouldn't call him Paul, whoever he was. Roman Catholic put the name Paul. But whoever he was, he left so much spirit and truth to where it's no way you can re-crucify him. That's what they're doing. He's evil. He's wicked. He's the devil. All races is getting detached to it. Why? Why do you think they crucifying Paul in the year 2025? They've been doing it since I've been on this platform, say in the last 5 years with the Hebrew Israelites. But I see Orientals and Chinese, Europeans, all of them. Why do you think they crucifying him? Y'all don't even get it, do you? Y'all have no idea, and you ain't gonna have it. Because if the Ruach ain't giving it to you, to giving you the full understanding, it ain't gonna get to you, no matter what I say. Okay? The reason why Paul is being crucified all over again is because Paul's words has life. Okay? It has life in it. Paul's words have life. So they need today to re-crucify Paul to kill life of the words in which he speaketh. Another thing, they are so dumb and so ignorant and stupid. How could you crucify? I'm speaking of the Europeans as well, especially them. Crucify Paul, because they're doing it big time. They crucified him all over again. Stupid people. Whoever that individual were, his name wasn't Paul, but I can guarantee you that was your only way to be grafted in. Stupid people. So if you crucify Paul, then that's to say Europeans and no other nation stand a chance to enter into the eternal kingdom. They can't be born again. They can't be saved. They can't be anything. You cannot go into Paul and dissect it and re-crucify him according to what you cannot receive. First and foremost, you can't go in nowhere and think you're going to tell the world who's who and what's what without the Ruach HaKodesh living down in you. How are you going to re-crucify somebody? Because what he said, I'm going to give you one. Women are not supposed to speak. When you all go back in there and really dig and do your search, he's trying to tell them, don't get involved in what these men are doing. They acting a fool in the church. When you get your husband at home, let him tell you what was going on. That's all he was talking about. Don't get caught up in a mess. But when you get home, ask your husband. Why? Because your husband was in the mess too. That's why. See how dumb you are? Oh, no, we want to believe the way they interpret it. But without the Ruach, you can't interpret nothing. And that's what they're missing. Never received the Holy Spirit to be a teacher unto them. They never received it. So they don't have the power nor the authority to think they can understand Paul. Paul has said many things. And if you re-crucify him, you take the whole what they call New Testament out. And that means nobody else can enter into the kingdom. No, you can't even get grafted in. They mess up themselves when they crucify crucify Paul. No, Paul ain't saying nothing against Yah. Paul is lining up with what Yah is saying to him. And because you don't have the Ruach, and the Ruach ain't saying it to you so you can understand it, this is where stupid reside in this day and time. Dumb and stupid. They reside in this day and time. So they want to crucify Paul, because if you're going to crucify Paul, you got to take out the whole New Testament, and they are aware of that because it won't tell on them. It won't reveal them. You see how they would do that? It won't tell on them. It leaves the Christians out. It leaves them with no leader, no guide. See how stupid that sounds? They can't be grafted in because they have no leader to lead them, to guide them. Didn't the Jew have Paul and the others? But what do the other nation have? They didn't have nobody. If you want to re-crucify Paul, then the whole Old Testament is a lie. See, they so dumb, they so smart to really, the level of dumbness is 99.9. He said every imagination was wicked and evil. If you think for 1 minute that ain't where people's mindset is, you's a liar from the pit of the dark hell. I'm from the wilderness and I can see it. Many minds are gone. It's gone already. So it's no need in you running trying to crucify Paul. You better find out where you at. How about that? Everybody want to crucify Paul. I tell you what, you better find out where you at. Because while you crucifying Paul, guess what? You get to where you at, realize Paul's somewhere else and he ain't where you at for eternal. So people need to start digging in within themselves and be worried about your eternal destiny. Oh, no, they don't want to do that. Because they figure, hey, I already got my ticket. I got my ticket. I got the keys to the kingdom. Can't nobody tell me nothing. And the reason why I say that all the time, because I can discern it. I can discern the spirits. Really heavily believe that. So I wanted to just share that about Paul, because I'm sick of people taking Paul and trying to re-crucify him. You won't win. Again, I don't know how I'm going to title this something else. Where is my paper at? Here it is. I think I had, they are planning a hell of a game. I think I will title this something else. I forgot what I said I was going to do, but I'm getting ready to upload this. And I say unto you, in this, I hope you got something. And I know that I did when the Father was dealing with me on this. I really got a lot out of it. And I thank him for just allowing me to know the things that he has shared with me and it suffered me. And I really thank him for allowing me to be the boldness in the words in which I say it and I speak it, because it's not going to be in. It's not no words to be in, and it can't be in. And I think about how I was on YouTube, I think on my YouTube studio, and I realized that they don't even put up every view or every like. And I said, they really still doing that. And then the Spirit said, it doesn't matter. They've been doing it since you've been on here. I said, it doesn't matter. Because it's not about how many viewers. It's not about how many likes. All of that is for the world. So if you balled up in the world, shoot your best shot. Because it doesn't matter. Because one thing they know, we wouldn't dare put her message where people can hear it. You see? We wouldn't dare do that. They know what they're doing. And Yah knows as well. And I give him all the glory, the honor, and the praise for him just being who he is, what he is. He ain't changing for you, and he ain't changing for me. I give him all praise. Hallelujah and hallelujah. I'll be back.